Peterson Elizabethan Mixture. This is a Virginia Perique, and this is our last Vaper review this time around for the summer. At the end of the video, I will rate them, my opinion rating of which ones to buy first if you've never tried Vapers. And we will be smoking this out of our C pipe. This is a tiny, tiny pipe. And believe it or not, this thing will burn for 35 to 45 minutes, depending on how you puff it. And I'm a fast puffer, so maybe hours if you're slow at it. Anyways, it's a really nice pipe. I bought it at the pipe show. All right, let's get this opened on up. Okay, so it smells like bacon. I'm not kidding you. Like this is through the paper, when you initially bring it up, I could smell bacon in there. It's like a smoky meat. I'm referring to it as bacon, and you can smell some sweetness and some raisins, but mostly I'm smelling bacon in there. All right, this got a really nice paper on the top. Vacuum packaged for freshness and made in Denmark. And look at it, it used to be really, really moist. All right, let's see here. It's still not like super wet, but not dry. So it's almost perfect. All right, smelling the tobacco. I keep getting a bacon smell out of it, but I do get raisins now. I get a sour bread and a bit of sweetness. And now that whatever that top was, I don't smell the bacon anymore. I mostly smell sour, like sour bread. All right, let's get this loaded on up. Okay, for the dry draw, it's a mild sour and a mild sweet. All right, let's get it lit on up. All right, for the initial light, it's kind of, it's definitely sweet and smoky, but it's kind of got like a graphite taste to it. Sweet and smoky though. And it's a lot sweeter now that it's out and I'm dry drawing it. All right, let's get it tamped. All right, now that we got it going, it's sweet, smoky, and sour. The smoke that's hitting your tongue isn't spice like most of them. This is the very beginning now. But the smoke that hits your tongue is very sour. Okay, so when you puff the initial puff, it's sour. But then when you puff, so I did 3 puffs there. By the 3rd puff, you do get a very, very mild spice. Like very mild. There's nothing on my tongue right now. Okay, it kind of smells like a sweet toast. Okay, your retrohale is kind of a burn. It's kind of like those sneezing, burning sensation on your retrohale. Like you want to sneeze, but you also want to cry. So that's what I'm referring to. I should say you want to tear up. Okay, you do get hints of raisins in the smell also. And we do have a room note expert, so hold on. Okay, when I was walking back to my seat, it was smoky. And the farther, we're probably at the quarter mark. The farther you get down, it's a little more spicy. It's still manageable at this point.
That has a nice smell. I don't know if it's like inside, but it's nice.
It smells good?
Yeah.
Would you say like it's sweet or sour, or does it smell like toast or anything? Smoky?
A little smoky. Yeah, I could see the toast.
Smoky toast?
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay. Yeah, and I kind of get toast also. So I kind of get the toast when you're puffing at it. So it is a pleasant smell, but not an inside smoke. So don't smoke it inside. And you kind of get, well, I think I've already said, but it's a sweet toast, sweet, smoky toast that you're getting when you're puffing and breathing through your nose. And raisins, I could really taste the raisins in this one. I think the last one we did, I could really taste the raisins also. This one is not as raisiny as the other one though, but you could still taste the raisins in here. As for spice though, as of right now, it's still very mild on the spice. All right, we're about halfway, so we're gonna start this book. All right, today we are doing Peterson's, formerly Dunhill. And this is Elizabethan Mixture. All right, and our tobaccos are Virginia's and Perique. There's no flavoring, the cut is ribbon. Okay, the tin note was bacon at the beginning. Then it turned smoky. But then when I sloshed it around in here and like got all the tobacco broken up, it was more of a sour raisin. Like a sweet sour raisin. The taste strength I think is, I think this one might be medium. It's a little on the heavy side of mild, so we're gonna say medium. I don't know the name. Okay, it's a pleasant room note, but don't smoke it inside. The moisture is perfect. It's out of a tin. We're using our seed pipe, which is our 12th pipe. All right, and we will get to the tasting in a few. All right, this is at the halfway mark. When you bring it back up and there's not a lot of flame on here, it's you're just trying to puff and get it going again, it's very sour. Okay, and then the more that you puff at it, the spicier it gets, but it's a spice that hits you, and then when the smoke is gone, it's gone. So it's just a immediate spice, and it's not a very, very strong spice, but you could definitely taste the spice, but once the smoke is out of your mouth, it's gone. So I don't think your breath will stink, but there is the aftertaste that's left in your mouth is kind of a stale tobacco aftertaste. All right, and then the more that you puff it, it's just a spice now. but it still disappears. But really all that I'm getting now that I'm puffing it is just a spice. It's very mild. The tobacco is medium, but the spice on it is very mild. All right, but now that I tamped it, it's very sour. And we might be at the last quarter, so let's fill this out just in case, because it's hard to tell in that pipe where I'm at. All right, so for tasting, it was sweet, smoky, and sour in the beginning. I got some type of like graphite in the beginning too, like what I could best explain that as is the lead in the pencil. It kind of tasted like that smells, not the shavings, but the actual lead in the pencil. It was towards the beginning, it was just like a sour that hit your tongue, but now towards the end, or at least past the half, it is spice that hit your tongue. Except when you're getting it going. When you're getting it going, it is sour, but it's a spice that hits your tongue and then completely disappears. Okay, and then you get toast, you get burnt toast, and you get raisins. And now that it's out, you do get that graphite again. So when you're puffing on the ash, it's like graphite that you're getting. But it's kind of like a sweet graphite. All right, if we get anything else, we will put it in there. Very burnt toasty now. And at the bottom, it's now a sour spice. And the sour kind of lingers, but the spice is still disappearing. So when you're drawing it, it's a sour spice on your tongue. The sour stays, but the spice disappears once the smoke is out of your mouth. And yeah, your breath is still tobacco. I think it's tolerable though. You'll probably want to brush your teeth, but I don't think your breath is gonna like stink bad. Like people aren't gonna complain about it, but it is a still tobacco on your breath. All right, let's get this cleaned out. Okay, yeah, we were pretty much done. There's like hardly anything, so we maybe have like 30 seconds left. All right, well, today we did Peterson Elizabethan Mixture. This is a vapor. And we smoked it out of our C pipe. And I would give this a 3.5 out of 5. So it is a medium smoke. So if you like medium vapors, this is medium. If you like mild spice, but it is spicy, but then it completely disappears. If you like sour, if you like very mild raisins, but you like that toast taste, this is the one for you. I think it's just all right. I don't think I would buy this one again. That's why I gave it a 3.5. It does have writing on the back, which I'll read to you. It's a rich flavored blend of fine and dark Virginia tobaccos, long cut. The mixture has a touch of Louisiana Perique for added zest in the smoking experience. So the spiciness is mild, and it does disappear. So if you're one of those people that like Virginias and can tolerate Periques, this is for sure for you, because that Perique, there is that spiciness on there, but it is gone. Like, it's completely gone in my mouth now. The taste of the still tobacco is still in there though, so if you don't like that, I don't know if you would like this. But Virginia people, if you like Virginias, you could probably tolerate this because the Perique is very light in here. And Vaper people, if you haven't tried it, definitely try it. I think everybody should try all tobaccos. So let's see the ratings that I had, so that I don't have to do another video on Vaper, so that I can close this out. So we started with Watch City Cigar Flake 558, and then we had Boswell's Private Stock, and then Sutliff 1849, and then Watch City Old Dominion, and then Country Squire 50th Anniversary, then Robert McConnell's Original Red Virginia, GLP Stratford, and then this one, the Elizabethan Mixture. And my ratings would go, if you were to buy these, my favorite out of all of them is Country Squire 50th Anniversary. I'd go with that one first. And then I would go with Robert McConnell's Original Red Virginia. And then I would go with Boswell's Private Stock. And then I would go with Sutliff's 1849. Then GLP Stratford. Then I would go with, I think Watch City Cigars Old Dominion is better than this Elizabethan. So I would go with that. Then Elizabethan, and then finally Flake 558. I think I got all of them. I wrote all the ratings and notes down on here, so I think I read them all in order. But my favorite out of all of them is Country Squire's 50th Anniversary. So I don't know if those are still available. They were available when I did that one. I would definitely go buy that up if you could get it, because that one is very, very, very tasty. All right, well, that's it for Vapors. We're gonna do Year of the Dragons next, but 4th of July is coming up, so I might do a Independence Day, because I haven't reviewed that yet. I think that's Missouri Meerschaum makes that. I don't know, I'll check. I know I have an Independence Day tobacco though, so I might do those before the Dragon. I don't know what's going on yet. It's actually it's hot here, but it's tolerable right now. It's about 7 in the morning. So maybe I'll be able to do 2 next week. I don't know. I don't know what the weather's gonna be like tomorrow and all of that. But anyways, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and